Hi guys, it's Callie, and this is an easy one up enlightenment training for a trust ad. And you're looking at right now, we're on Carol's page, and we're gonna just do a little simple boost on this post that I put on her page. So I actually skipped one little step, and that was showing you guys how to do the post and then click the boost button underneath, and you guys can figure that part out. But we made this picture for her, and we put a really nice little couple paragraphs up there for her. And this actually goes a little bit beyond what you would do for a trust ad, but I did already do a training on that for you guys, so I want to show you just a teensy bit more advanced one. And Carol has a credit on here, so this is going to look a little bit different if you don't have a credit on your account, which is, Facebook just randomly gives them out. And I sometimes feel like they're trying to trick you. So I want you guys to, use your credit, but I want you to make sure you're using it on, like, an ad that we've talked about, because ads is so tricky, okay? So yours won't have this little banner up here if you don't have a credit. Okay, so that's what you see there. Now, over here, we have, it's automatically going to go under the engagement, and for this ad, we're not going to change that. We're going to keep that ad engagement because we want a lot of people to interact with this ad, and this is just mostly to build trust with Facebook and for Carol to get some action on her page. So she'll be able to invite all the people that interact on her ad to come and like her page. And she'll be able to connect with anybody that comments on it. Okay, so now this next step here where it says post a button, we want to make a button. Okay, the button is going to be message. So send message right here. That's going to put a send message button on the bottom of her ad so that they can get in contact with her right away if they want to. And then now we're going to go in and build up our audience. So, why does it say tech? I think I'm having internet issues, you guys. Hang on one second. Okay, so now we're going to be choosing her audience, okay, and it's going to be people that we choose through targeting. And we're going to click on edit right here. If it's going to cooperate with me. Okay, and we're pausing again. Oh no, here it comes. Yay! Sorry, you guys. It sucks to do a training when my internet is not cooperating. Bear with me. Okay guys, so now this is what it looks like when you go in to edit your audience. We're going to leave it on all so we can target men and women, but I want to change the age range here a little bit for Carol. Put it up to a little bit of an older crowd. We're not going to talk about her age, but a little bit. And I do this too, like I don't like to talk to 18-year-olds. I put it up to like I think the lowest I really go is 25. So we're gonna put Carol's at 25 also, just because we want a really big audience. And well, anyway, you guys, we're gonna do like 25 to 55. We're going to knock that 65 down a little bit as well. Right there, 55. And then now for locations, we're definitely going to target New York because that's where Carol is from. So we're going to leave that. That was already in there for us. And we're going to target some other specific states on the East and the West Coast, just so we get some good variety. I want to do for Carol Pennsylvania also. That's my home state. I can spell it right. And eventually Facebook's going to pop up a little list and I'm going to select it. Wasn't quite loaded, I guess. So Pennsylvania. Okay. And then maybe like New Jersey also. I honestly don't do too much of the East Coast, you guys, because I feel like, and I'm East Coast, but I feel like East Coasters are kind of rude. And like, for me personally, I like working with the West Coast because they do seem nicer, and they also, they're more on my schedule. Like, I work mostly at night, and so it's not quite as late for them. So, New Jersey. Okay, and then I want to do Hawaii, California, and Nevada. Okay, and I'm actually just going to pause for a second while I get those other states in here, you guys, because I don't want this video to get super long. Okay, you guys, so now we have all of our states in there. And I want you guys to target your home state, the surrounding states, and then you can kind of just choose wherever you want. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's actually good that we target different states. And then the bigger states like California, New York, it's okay that we all target that because, you know, if people start seeing multiple ads like this, it's going to get them even more curious about it. So that's a good thing. It's definitely not going to get oversaturated. People always say that and it makes me mad because, I mean, look at this. 37 million people just in those couple states. Come on, you guys. Okay, so now right here where it says include people who match at least one of the following. So this is going to narrow down our audience for those locations. So now for Carol, we want to definitely target parents. So we're going to type in parents there, and I always do parents, and it says all in parentheses right here. It's a demographic. Okay, and you can pick other types of parents, like if you want parents with the, you know, like the older, a little bit older crowd, you definitely can. And you can get parents with adult children. You can even search for like grandparents if you want to. Okay, so now that dropped us down to 8 million. So we may have to add a few more states because we want a nice big audience for this ad. We don't want it to be super defined. So, but let's get our targeting in there, and if we need to, we can add more locations at the end. Now next, we want to get pretty specific for Carol's audience because she wants to spread awareness as well as, you know, getting people into her business, of course. So I have a few, like, big things that we're going to target that people would have liked if they're in this demographic that we're trying to find, this audience that we want for Carol, okay? So, I have National Autistic Society, Autism Speaks, and Autism Society of America, and I think those are all really great options. We're going to mess with it a little bit and see what is going to work best for this ad. Okay, so bear with me just a second, you guys. I'm gonna, because of my internet, I'm gonna actually just put them in and then I will show you after I unpause it, okay? Okay, you guys, so now, I'm sorry that I skipped ahead a little bit, but let me break down what I ended up doing. So, we added more states. Her audience, once we put our interests in, it cut it down a little bit too much than I would have liked. It actually put us down to like 130,000 people in the states that we had. So I went and added Florida. What else did I add? Florida, Washington, Texas, Oregon. I believe that was the different one. So you can see my list there. That's the states that we have. Okay, so I added a bunch of states, and then I also added a few more interests down here. So, because for this type of trust ad and to just get engagement with your page, we want a great big audience, not too much to where you're over here in broad. You still want to be defined, but anywhere from like 9 to 12 million should be your target. If you're a little bit under like 7, 8 million, that's still a really good number for this type of ad. Okay, so now what we ended up going with were Autism Awareness, Autism Society of America, Autism Speaks, National Autistic Society, and then I also, because it was still not quite a big enough audience, I added in entrepreneurship and sales, and that just like blew it up there. So even if, you know, she gets somebody who doesn't necessarily meet what we really want to target, she's still going to get somebody that's interested in entrepreneurship and sales. Okay, so those are still really great people to target. And, you know, that's it. So we're just going to go ahead and hit save then. And, oh, you guys, I think I said this, but just in case I didn't, because of the pausing and everything, I'm so sorry. So my first target, my first demographic here was the parents all, okay? And then what I did, I think I told you guys this, I went down and I hit narrow further right here. You see that little tiny link? This won't be here. You're just going to see this, and it'll say these two links here. You're going to hit narrow further, and that's going to open up this. So it's the second category here where we're taking that group of parents and we're narrowing it down to parents who match one of these categories that we've put in. Okay, does that make sense? So now we're just going to hit save. And it's going to save our audience. Okay. And then down here, for a boost, you're pretty much going to leave that go. Okay, you guys, you're going to leave everything in here. As far as running it on Instagram, you're going to leave that go because it's better for your budget. And then you're going to put your budget in here. And you're going to hit 7 days. Boost you can, as you can if you do an actual ad and ad manager. And we're going to get to all that stuff. But boosting is the best way to build your trust and just kind of get used to ads, and then we're going to move into more advanced tactics with you guys later, okay? So don't worry. And then I have to kind of, so we're going to bump this up because we want her to, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm telling you the wrong thing. We're going to take this down to like $15 because this is only a trust ad, and we're not going to show it to a ton of people, okay? So, let me just pause it till that updates because we're getting short on time. Okay, so, it actually closed out and I had to do it all over again, so, sorry about that, but we're back to where we were. We've got our audience in here, and we've got our budget, and we're going to do it at $15 for 7 days. Now, make sure you guys change this part. Okay, don't do $15 a day. Do $15 for 7 days, or you can actually take that down to like $10, $12, you know, so you're spending like $1, $2 a day. And once this ad is doing well, then you're going to bump it up to where you're spending $5 a day. Okay, we're not ever really going to go over $5 a day because we don't need to. Alright, and then she has it set up to go to her PayPal. You guys, I want to tell you to make your life easier before you even go do an ad. Go into your ad manager account, business manager accounts. Make sure that you have your payment method already in there and your account is all set up. Okay, we're going to have like different training on that eventually for your new people. But if you guys need help, just reach out, okay? So now we're all done, and all we're going to do is hit boost with credit. As long as there's no issues, we're going to go into review. And right now is when it would tell you, like, if you did something wrong. Facebook's pretty good about telling you. So, you know, look right here. Thanks for redeeming your offer. A $5 ad credit has been applied to your ad account. So she's actually going to get $5 off. The part of this ad's going to be free for the week. That's really great. So any amount spent beyond the coupon will be charged to your primary payment method. Cool. So then just an overview after that. Right here it says it's in review, and if you go into your Ad Manager account, it's going to show that you're in review. So that's it, you guys. Another one coming.